huge change in Ukraine, replacement of the commander-in-chief Valery Zaluzhny in the thick of a war that has not quite been going Ukraine's way of late. Zaluzhny has been replaced by Oleksandr Syrsky, who has led the defense of Kiev during the 2022 invasion and then the recapture of Kharkiv for Ukraine. The change comes after Ukraine has been running into all sorts of difficulties, some are visible and some others a little less so. Most visible, and so visible in fact that it's been staring everyone in the face for the better part of a year, is that the much hyped counteroffensive from Ukraine last year went nowhere. Also pictures of those Leopard tanks coming into Ukraine from here, from there, some Challenger tanks from Britain, the armored personnel carriers from the US with tanks to follow. These were all to spearhead the fight and the war right back into Russia. Under the leadership of General Zaluzhny, they did nothing of the sort, and far from becoming a spearhead, much of this new equipment was itself destroyed. It was never going to be the magic bullet. Questions have inevitably followed whether the equipment was inadequate or the strategy was wrong. The exit of Zaluzhny clearly indicates a final view in government that the counteroffensive could have been led differently, it could have been led more effectively. President Zelenskyy says the change followed a frank conversation between him and Zaluzhny, and we all know what that means. Some very sharp differences clearly were brought up. Zelenskyy said while announcing the change that Ukraine now has to make this 2024 the crucial year, that there has to be a new approach to frontline management, to mobilization, to recruitment. So really fundamental changes here. Zelenskyy said that Zaluzhny has been effective in defending Russia, but that Syrsky has experience of both defensive and offensive warfare. Syrsky has currently been leading a fight back in Bakhmut with some success. He is reputed to be an aggressive general, but he is also controversial within the military. But it is in his hands now. Ukraine has without doubt taken aggressive measures already, with several attacks on Russian naval targets and other attacks into Russia around Belgorod, just across from Kharkiv. The change now points to harder action ahead. Syrsky is hardly likely to now sit back and watch matters defensively. The largely unseen face, the unseen force really behind any such change is certain to include Ukraine's very influential head of military intelligence, Kirill Budanov. It is military intelligence that has led to successful Ukrainian raids into Russia of late, but the Russians without doubt are well entrenched and well prepared to handle any new Ukrainian offensive. Syrsky will be under tremendous pressure now to lead a breakthrough. The answer will lie in the approaching spring. The spring offensives last year went nowhere, not from Russia, not from Ukraine. Syrsky has the mission now to break that stalemate to Ukraine's advantage. It won't be easy.